This is Barbary lion, and it's the first and one of the coolest rare lion species we feature in this video. Unlike other lions, it has a long and dark mane that goes all the way to its underbelly. Other names for the lion include Berber lion, Atlas lion, and Egyptian lion. Since they lived in the mountains of the Barbary coast in North Africa, an area stretching from Morocco to Egypt, these names are only appropriate. So far, so good. Now we should tell you the sad news. You see, these lions are officially extinct in the wilderness. There are only a few of them alive at zoos around the world. How did this happen? Well, first of all, it has something to do with the spread and easy access to firearms. The second reason is the bounty placed on a lion's head. So these lions have been hunted and killed so heavily that they are now extinct in the wilderness. Thankfully, zoos in London, Addis Ababa, and Rabat have managed to preserve this species artificially. We can't tell you much about their stature, as none of the biologists are in agreement on the average size of the Barbary lion. We just know that they're incredibly rare in the wild and are even rarer nowadays. If you see one in a zoo, definitely take a picture. What a great way to kick off the rarest lion species in the world. On to the next one. Ishasha Lion. Located in Ishasha, Uganda, you can find the only tree-climbing lion species in the world. Yep, you heard that right. It's actually a group of lions that has developed the unique ability to climb trees. Every group of lions has to adapt in order to survive. This particular group, endemic to the region, had to adapt quickly to their environment. Climbing the tree allows the Ishasha lion to escape the ground heat, insect bites, and to get a better look over the nearby antelopes, their favorite prey. Adaptations like these happen often in nature. Their tree climbing ability is a so-called behavioral evolution, which can happen much faster than genetic evolution. Number 8. Maasai Lion. This subspecies of lions that originated in the Nubia region is mainly found in eastern Africa and has longer limbs. Also, their backs are less curved than an ordinary lion. The males have a distinctive mane that may not be full but looks like it's coned backward. Speaking of males, they can smash that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, the males can reach a length of 8.2 to 9.8 feet from their nose to the tip of their tail. Just like other lion species, lionesses are smaller and only measure 7.5 to 8.5 feet. Also, the subspecies as a whole are smaller than the average lion. They weigh between 320 to 450 pounds. One of the distinctive features of these lions is that they can develop wildly different manes depending on the environment. How cool is that? Number 7. Asiatic Lion. The first zoologist to document and describe the Asiatic lion was Johann and Meyer back in 1826. Back then, their population was plentiful and they lived all over the Middle East and northern India. But through extensive hunting, the population of the Asiatic lion has diminished substantially and is currently on the brink of extinction. The only surviving Asiatic lions are located in Gir National Park in the Indian state of Gujarat. Thankfully, from 2015 onward, their population has witnessed substantial growth and now they occupy an area of 7,700 square miles. They're estimated to be around 523 Asiatic lions roaming the world now. The Asiatic lion is different from other lions because it has ruddy, tawny fur with black specks on top. Some are even buffish gray. If you look carefully, you'll notice that the males have substantially smaller manes than the average African lion. They're solitary creatures and have been known to only associate with no more than 3 other males. Number 6. Ethiopian Lion. When a safari guide managed to capture a video of the rare Ethiopian lion, zoologists from across the globe couldn't believe their eyes. That's because the Ethiopian lion was considered extinct until 2016. This is when a population of about 50 individuals was discovered. Their distinctive feature is the black mane, but scientists haven't spent much time studying them because of their rarity, so we can't know for sure. Fun fact, there's another group of around 100 lions recently found in Sudan, but scientists are still arguing whether they're Ethiopian lions or just part of another subspecies. Number 5. West African Lion. The entire West African lion population consists of only about 250 mature individuals. They're scattered across West Africa, they're fragmented and isolated. To this day, the lions are still under constant threat of poachers who kill them for body parts or for illegal trade. As if that wasn't enough, trophy hunting is also one of the threats. While sometimes they're killed for preying on livestock, the main reason for their near-extinct status is the loss of habitat and the depletion of their prey base. The lions have rounded ears and black tail tufts, and they measure only between 8 to 9 feet, with a weight of between 320 and 420 pounds. Number 4. Transvaal Lion. Known as the Kruger, this subspecies of lion lives in southern Africa, in the Kruger and Hein Royal National Parks. The Transvaal lion gets its name from inhabiting the Transvaal region in South Africa. The males have these symbol-like manes that are most commonly black. The Transvaal lion can grow up to 10 feet and reach an astonishing weight of 550 pounds. Since these lions are above average, you can note that also the females weigh about 400 pounds, which even exceeds the weight of some of the male lions of other subspecies we mentioned earlier.
Top 3.
Number 3. Southwest African Lion. Found in southern and east Africa, this is a population of lions that has gone extinct in regions like Lesotho, Djibouti, and Eritrea. Wild hunters have been killing them in record numbers, and that's why their populations are diminishing daily. This makes them part of the really rare lion species. The Southwest African lion is one of the largest lion subspecies to be found today. As for the lions themselves, the males are between 8 feet and 9 feet long, and weigh between 330 and 500 pounds. The females are much smaller, weighing in at 180 to 364 pounds. The largest of them have measured 11 feet and have stood at an astonishing 600 pounds. Their bodies and fur tend to be of a singular color. The color of their mane is actually determined by their testosterone levels. It starts out lighter with younger cubs and goes darker as the male lions mature. Number 2. Black Lion. If there's one thing that's rare in this world, it's seeing a black lion in the wilderness. One YouTuber called Christian Van Wyk managed to capture rare footage of a black lion that clearly looks like Scar from The Lion King. This actually happened on a private game reserve where they accidentally came across their safari gem. The YouTuber said this was the biggest lion he had ever seen, and in the video you can clearly see the animal doesn't even pay attention to the truck filled with people behind him. He was strutting along the dirt road, marking his territory. We were hoping for this rare animal to turn around and show its entire beauty, but sadly this is all we got. Did you know that the darker the mane of the lion, the more females will be attracted to him? Number 1. White Lion. Unlike white peacocks, the white lion is a color mutation of the southern African lion. It's actually a recessive trait that's also known under the term leucism. Their coloration can differ from snow white to blonde. These lions can be found in the area of Timbavati and are in fact indigenous to the region. It's said that the earliest recorded white lion in the area was seen in 1938, but that's not when white lions appeared in Timbavati. The area has been the home to white lions for centuries, and they've been regarded as deities in some of the African cultures. They became extremely popular when the book titled The White Lions of Timbavati was published back in 1977. Then in 1992, something strange happened. The white lions were considered extinct in the wild, but the Global White Lion Protection Trust managed to reintroduce them in their natural habitat. This was the first successful attempt at doing so, and the lions managed to continue breeding and hunting successfully in the wild. Now, one of the main concerns with white lions is that they're selectively bred for zoos. This might seem harmless at first, until you realize that this inbreeding will cause genetic defects. Luckily, the lions that have come out so far show no signs of a severe level of inbreeding. This is Koala with Koality Content. See you soon. YouTube thinks that you should watch this video next according to your preferences.